Hi, I'm Negative Legend, and the longer I live with my parents, the more I question whether or not I really love them. Making videos takes a long time, especially when I cover an entire franchise, and so in order to churn out more content, I need to start thinking about how I'm going to make more money. And so, one, making more videos, so I want to start making these kind of videos where I cover animated movies, and two, also my Patreon for monthly stickers and trading cards. Okay, cool, let's get into the video. Barbie in the Nutcracker, now in stunning 480p resolution. Wait, it took 3 people to write this show? We start with a beautiful scene of Barbie and Mini Barbie doing ballet. Mini Barbie is having self-doubt because her dancing sucks. Then Barbie starts telling the actual story of the movie. So just ignore what I told you because apparently it doesn't matter. Why did they just start it off here? We don't need a real-world preamble. I just want to see Barbie do literally anything. I mean, it's a Barbie movie. I don't need them to be the next Oscar Wilde. Barbie wants to have her own adventures because her aunt is so cool and Barbie is super lame. Barbie lays down to take a nap, and when the clock strikes midnight, the mice start casting magic missile from their mouse hole because everyone knows mice are sorcerers. The mice start rolling out the troops to cause property damage. Don't worry, the dollar store Nutcracker is ready to fight against the vermin scourge, and Barbie finally wakes up from her beauty sleep. Remember kids, this is why we set up mousetraps, because if the mice gain sentience and develop their own caste system, then they'll try to take over your house for their kingdom. The more you know. Then the Rat King uses a 2nd level transmutation spell on Barbie and makes her, well, shrink. But when her Nutcracker friend is in danger, Barbie uses Shoe Throw to subdue the king. And then the mice take a strategic retreat.
I used to be taller?
I'm afraid only the Sugar Plum Princess can reverse the Mouse King's spell.
Once you've found the Sugar Plum Princess, open the locket and you will return home your normal size.
That's it? You aren't going to explain how that works? Locket's just reverse magic? I'm thinking I might get me a locket. Just wait here one gosh darn second. Barbie falls into another dimension and ends up in a winter wonderland. Oh, that's why they call it Frostfell. You need to fall. I'm making so many D&D jokes. Then we have a quick interlude for a magical ice pixie performance. I've seen worse ways to pad out time for a movie. Oh wait, this was originally a ballet. They still padded out the movie, let's be real. Then they show them how to progress.
Where'd they go?
Probably off to make a blizzard somewhere.
I didn't know ice pixies work at Dairy Queen. They find a cool horse, then after getting harassed by some kids, the kids tell them that the Mouse King basically usurped the throne for himself, and that there's a real king out there somewhere. I have no idea why this matters, but I now dislike the Mouse King marginally greater.
Prince Eric? He's the reason we're in this mess. If it weren't for that reckless boy, the Mouse King wouldn't be turning everyone into knickknacks.
You make the prince sound pretty awful.
I bet you $10 the Nutcracker is the king. I'm calling it now. I'm feeling confident in this one.
Do you know what became of Prince Eric?
The Mouse King destroyed him.
Damn it!
I'm a Nutcracker. Sleep seems kind of pointless.
You're more than a nutcracker, Prince Eric.
I didn't want to be the prince when I had the chance. Now I don't deserve to be.
I want my money back.
Perhaps we should find a safer place to cross.
Perhaps you should remember who's in charge of this expedition.
Perhaps you should remember who's in charge of this expedition. They find a sewer full of fairies, and then they pad out the movie with another ballet scene. Again. Okay, actual review moment. Barbie in the Nutcracker not only delivers in the fun fantasy of the original Nutcracker story, but has several moments where they utilize the magic in creative ways and really show the Nutcracker himself, choosing to be the more heroic prince he was born to be. Even though his people think that he's abandoned them, he uses his curse to prove his worth. And I feel that's a great way to utilize this character. Sadly, Barbie only provides emotional support for the prince. She doesn't really feel like the main character in this story, which is disappointing because it's called Barbie in the Nutcracker, not Nutcracker and just the Nutcracker. That's not to say she doesn't have any agency, but partway through the movie, it feels like it just focuses on the prince rather than Barbie. They manage to find the Sugar Plum Fairy's house, except it's actually a trap! Holy crap, they got scammed! Now that Barbie is the only one who isn't captured, she's the only one who can save the rest. Oh, wow, I take back what I said. Barbie gets to be the main character again. Man, this movie is better than what I expected, but not as good as checking out my Patreon for monthly trading cards and stickers. Links are in the description below. The fairies carry her over to the Mouse King's castle, also the people are planning an insurrection, and honestly, good for them.
Oh, there you are! The king needs you right away in the courtyard. He said if you didn't hurry, you'd spend the rest of your lives as houseflies.
She saves everyone who got kidnapped, boss girl moment, and the Nutcracker confronts the Mouse King. And he manages to deflect the Mouse King's magic to shrink him, and thus defeating him. And with a kiss from Barbie, the Nutcracker turns back into a prince. Then it turns out Barbie is the Sugar Plum Princess. I'm sorry, come again? And everything goes back to normal, and Eric becomes king, and there's a big party and dancing, and everything is all right with the world again. But we can't forget to really drag out that dancing so that we can pad out the time of the movie some more. Literally, the rest of the movie is a big dance scene. It lasts for a very long time. The other times were just a few minutes or so. This one was like sitting through an actual ballet performance. And it took 3 people to write this movie. Surprise! The Mouse King returns. Then the children harass him. And then Barbie starts disappearing. Oh man, it was just a dream. But don't worry, she still gets the handsome boy in the end. But remember how that was all just a story? Now we're back. And Mini Barbie has the courage to practice more. Double happy ending. And then even more dancing. Holy fuck. This movie felt like a fever dream. Oh wait, I guess it was. Point is, it was weird. There was maybe a little too much dancing, but altogether, I actually liked this movie. The plot twists were really good. The parts where they did put in some actual writing was really creative. And I didn't get bored the entire movie. Even the long intervals of dancings was still pretty dancing. So it was fun to watch as well, even if it was animated, but animated dancing's also fun. If you're poor, like me, and don't have the money to go to a real ballet, Barbie and the Nutcracker is better anyway. I give it 4 out of 5 nuts. Comment what movies I should review next. I hope you enjoyed this video. Subscribe if you want more. Stay beautiful and keep playing.